coming to you from the shores of the Pacific Northwest, keeping you up to date on technology while enjoying a little whiskey on the side, with leading-edge topics, along with special guests, to navigate technology in a segmented, stylized radio program. The information that will make you go, Pull up a seat, raise a glass with our hosts as we spend the next hour talking about technology for the common person. Welcome to TechTime Radio with Nathan Mumm.
Welcome to TechTime Radio with Nathan Mumm.
What's happening?
How you doing, bud?
Good.
Good. The show that makes you go,
Is that supposed to sound like you're tasting it, or is it supposed to be like,
I think it's supposed to be a little bit of the whiskey taste, a little bit of a question in the back of your head on the left side of your brain. So it's like when you kind of squint that way, the left side. Or the right.
Yeah, sure.
Or the right side.
Sure.
All right. It is November 21st through the 27th. This is episode 23. We got 2 more episodes, and then we're not going to do the episode numbers like you suggested.
That's right.
So I got that taken care of. If you're listening to the show, we are live streaming right now on YouTube from on 4 to 5 p.m. on Saturdays. You can also go to facebook.com/TechTime Radio, and you can see our live stream there. If you're listening to our home radio station on the airways or through the internet, the internets, you can listen at 11:50 a.m., and of course, you can always stay up to date with the information at techtimeradio.com. Our weekly show today is a 1-hour-long technology show. We welcome you to pull up a seat and learn about current technology in a simple format that gives everybody information without having to geek out. We have segments that go along to bring bright engagement of technology. In today's main segment, we are covering Black Friday deals. Or steals. So we have some deals that are going on and some absolute steals that you need to jump into. Now, I spent way too long trying to do Black Friday deals. And I got probably 100 pages over here printed out. But there are so many different tricks that we're going to have to talk about on Black Friday deals, because some people open up at 12 o'clock midnight for their deals. Some of them open up 12 o'clock on Eastern Standard Time, some Pacific Standard Time. Some you have to do on Thanksgiving Day at 4 o'clock. So there's lots of information that we're going to have to go through on the Black Friday deals. But, of course, we always have an opportunity for somebody to win prizes. So if you go to our website, you can win right now our portable EKG machine, the Pulse, that's available there if you sign up. And we always sip our whiskey, and we give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down at the end of the show. And so we drink it off air. So we drink our shots off air, but we will come back after our first segment, and we're going to talk about that. But before we start any of our segments, Mike, we have to start out with our
loading
question of the week. So here we go now.
Let's see. What is it?
All right. If you could be reincarnated as any person or animal, who and what would you choose?
Really?
Well, it's a question that came on up. I don't make this.
If I could be reincarnated as anybody I wanted to.
So if you could be anybody, yeah. So if you could come back as anybody you wanted to, person or animal,
I would be reincarnated as myself.
As yourself.
With all the knowledge that I have right now.
Oh, so you're gonna be like a 1-year-old, and you're gonna have all the information and knowledge now.
I would totally rock the kindergarten.
You could rock the kindergarten class.
That's right.
You know all the experience. You could just kind of sit back and chill.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay.
How's that?
That's okay. At least it's better than saying cat, because then I'd be like, then I eat in Chinese food, so I don't want that to happen. So,
okay.
No. Oops. All right, there we go. I've been in a good mood today, so hopefully this episode
dangerously in a good mood.
Yeah, this episode's going to be interesting. I haven't been drinking too much, I promise. All right, so we are going to move right to our first segment here, as we have our top stories in the first 5 minutes.
What's happening in the world of technology? This is our top stories in the first 5 minutes.
All right, our top story. Story number 1, how to watch the Macy Thanksgiving Day Parade thanks to technology. All right, you excited about this? So here's what we got. So the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade is going to be a little bit different. Because you wake up on Thanksgiving Day and you watch all the balloons.
Isn't this like the Desperate act of a 48-year-old prom queen?
No. The Thanksgiving parade is what everybody watches for on Thanksgiving. You get football, and then you have the Macy's Day parade in the middle, and then you have like some dog show that they judge dogs with.
Yes, I'm well aware.
Okay,
I grew up with that.
Okay, so the historical annual Thanksgiving Day parade is still going live. Okay, so they decided not to cancel it. They're still going to be moving forward. The event will take place this year, but it's got a little different look. Okay, so the parade organizers first have to limit the number of individuals that will be at the event itself.
Mm-hmm.
They're all going to have to be wear masks.
They're
going to be all masked, and they all have to be socially distanced. Okay,
and that's going to look funny in the marching bands.
So we'll talk about this. So the participants will be reduced by 75% and will be restricted to those only from the New York tri-state area. So all those bands that used to come on over from schools, the marching bands and everything from Texas, from this, from that, all of them are going to stay home, and they will not be invited to the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Right.
So it's only going to be local bands. So you can have that. Okay. I used to play trumpet and band, and I was first seat one concert, and I had a little solo, and then everybody pretended like they played my little solo, and it just made me like cry because I was like, ah. But so you're gonna have a lot of probably rookie bands that will be in there, not the seasoned veterans. Also, the iconic balloon march. You know, the Snoopy goes down, and they have all these balloons like Spider-Man. Do you know how they're doing it this year? They're tying them.
They're tying them to cars.
They're tying them to cars and devices,
which seems like. Duh.
They should have done that many years ago. Instead of all those people walking around. Well, maybe it was something that people like to walk. You know, I was the nose of blah, blah, blah person or something.
I'm not sure how this is going to really come out because, that is a social gathering. That is primarily a social gathering, and we watch it so we can be a part of that social gathering. But if you've got people walking down the street, driving down the street, and there's nobody on the street, I'm not sure how that's going to.
Well, the one thing, of course, because it's always about marketing, the Today Show will be we'll have all their people there that will be taking care of it. They also you can join via the live TV option on the website. So if you go to the website on NBC.com, if you don't have your television at home, is like I didn't know why they did all this technology stuff because. You clearly have a television if you're living in the COVID-19 worlds where you're watching television. But if you don't, you can watch it on NBC.com.
You can't watch it on Quibi.
Quibi's dead. That's right. You can stream it online from YouTube. YouTube will also have a stream just like we have TechTime Radio on YouTube that you can live stream also. And if you have a tablet, you can go to Verizon's website and you can get it because they're sponsoring it. And you can go to the Twitter feed and you can see little clips of the show itself.
Woo.
So that's what we got.
Are you going to watch the Thanksgiving Day Parade?
Do you know what? I am because I want to see what the Rockettes look like wearing masks. The gals that come on out and dance.
Okay.
So they're all going to be masked. They said they have unique masks. That is the teaser headline for this whole thing is they have.
And that's what you want to look at the Rockets for?
Well, no, that's just they're a standard part of the parade.
Yes.
And so I do that and I watch it for 10, 15 minutes and I go back to my football game. All right. Do you have an application called SMS Pro on your Android?
I do not.
Okay, well that's good because if you have the SMS Pro texting app, over 100 million installations from the Google Play Store, your popularity of that app probably hasn't secured any of the data you had. So a cybersecurity firm called TrustWave recently discovered a major security loop in the app that makes all photos, videos, and other media attachments you sent through the app publicly accessible, and I went and took a look at it. This is crazy. So they have a URL where they store all their information, and if you change the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, you get anybody else that decided to send information non-secured on the internet
it's
for
an
everybody.
Progression
For anybody to have. So this is considered bad. All the media and files are available to be sent from the SMS are saved to a server and assigned a URL, and that URL has never changed. And that URL is available for the open public.
Shouldn't this be in the next segment? You're sneaking stuff in.
Well, no, I'm just. We got our next segment. We got a lot of different items too. So let me just tell you, there's a lot of links. Our bell is up, so that means our 5 minutes is up, and I'll finish the article. If you have SMS Pro, The developers were told about the application
in August.
Yeah, in August, and they still have not responded to the cries. So they must be on some COVID-19 vacation and aren't doing it.
They're probably like,
they probably don't care.
Who cares?
So let's talk about some quick alternatives that you should be doing, because if you're using this app, essentially everybody has your information available, and there's so much information on this app that literally the dark web people haven't stolen any of it. They just said, here's the links to go find it yourself. So it's like a freebie. It's a freebie on the dark web.
That's pretty bad when the dark web people don't want it. They're like,
forget you. I don't even need it. It's just available. So if you use an SMS app and you're on an Android app, the only app that I would recommend or use is called Signal. It has full encryption end to end. It has an auto deletion setting for text and media attachment, and it is the best choice to send sensitive information and files.
Is it like Vanish for Facebook?
It's not like Vanish. It's just a security encryption back to back. So speaking of Facebook, I think we have Facebook up here in the episode, so you're going to be excited about that, aren't you?
I accidentally enacted my Vanish on an account.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, and what happened?
I was trying to figure out how to unvanish it.
Oh, did it vanish? Probably. Did Facebook has it? Oh, you got it back. Okay. All right. Well, we are going to be heading out into our first commercial break, and when we come on back, we are going to be really excited. We only got through 2 stories today, but we're going to be doing our Protect Yourself today with our cybercrime and breaches. We're going to be talking about Google Gmail and how you can actually go on in and stop Google from snooping at your information. So we'll take a break now, and we'll see you after that.
Hello, Seattle. How would you like to have immediate and easy access to your live EKG and heart rate data? Your data right at your fingertips and with no need to hook up wires and leads or be strapped to a machine at the doctor's office. The new Pulse device from Vivomi continuously tracks your EKG and displays this data on your mobile phone. Have you ever wondered how your EKG and heart rate behaves when you're exercising at the gym, navigating the stressful demands of the workday, or just getting the kids ready for school or relaxing at home? Now it is easy to check by simply opening the Pulse app. The Pulse device is sleek and low profile and designed to be worn without any straps or wires, and is also waterproof, so you can use it in the shower or take it swimming. For those serious athletes out there, the Pulse device also plays nicely with existing exercise tracking apps and is Bluetooth enabled for easy pairing. You can free yourself from those outdated strap-based heart rate monitors. The Pulse is a different kind of wearable, and you can experience this difference by going to www.vivomi.com and ordering your device today.
Hi, this is Lisa Downs, host of Reigniting You, the show that takes a positive, forward-looking approach to mid to late career transitions for Gen Xers and Boomers every Wednesday afternoon at 3 o'clock Pacific. Whether you're looking to stay in the traditional workforce, do your own thing, or retire or semi-retire, Reigniting You is your source for career transition advice, inspiration, and insight for what's next in your career and life. Join me Wednesdays at 3 o'clock to get re-energized, recharged, and reignited.
New Advil Dual Action with acetaminophen fights pain in 2 ways. Advil targets pain at the source, while acetaminophen blocks pain signals. The future of pain relief is here. New Advil Dual Action.
All right, welcome back to TechTime Radio. I'm your host, Nathan Mumm, and I'm looking for my whiskey information sheet that I must have dropped, or I put it someplace
Here, use
else.
mine.
Oh, okay, I'll introduce it. But this is a very interesting whiskey. We got James E. Pepper, 1776, 100 proof rye, $30 whiskey. So everybody can take a look at it. The James E. Pepper has a label of 1776, even though it wasn't established until 1780. So a little marketing leeway there.
Yeah, back then.
It was an abandoned process in a distillery in 2008 in Lexington, Kentucky. And since then, it has reopened up, and it has been serving what they consider a 3-year whiskey. All right, I'll give you your sheet back.
It tastes like a 3-year whiskey.
It does taste like a 3-year. So this is a very interesting whiskey because I went and took a bunch of reviews on it, right?
Yeah.
So out of like 1,000 reviews, there's about 500 to 525 that are 5 stars. They love it. And then the other 460 reviews are all like 1 stars, and they hate it. So
really?
There's like no 4 stars, 3 stars, either love it or...
Sounds like the election.
Well, there's no stars in any of that. All right. So what did you think of the taste? What did you think?
It has a VapoRub aftertaste.
What's a VapoRub? That's pretty. That's a big word.
It's like eucalyptus or something.
Eucalyptus. See, I kind of like. I like it. Now it does have a cork top. That's the most
It has your.
It's got my cork top up there.
on there.
Yep. All right. I don't know if it's a thumbs up or thumbs down now, but it does have a unique taste, and it does hit you 100 proof.
Yeah, it's got a very quick bite. And it doesn't last long though. It's not a slow burn. So.
It is not a slow burn. So it's like a boom, and then it's ready to go on.
And then you go into that weird. There's a weird aftertaste.
It's a weird aftertaste.
At least for me. Yeah.
Is that what you're calling it? Okay. All right. Well, we are moving right on to our next segment. So we got David behind the board there. He's going to queue up 5 minutes for us, and our next segment is your favorite, Mike. Protect yourself today.
We already did that.
Protect yourself today.
All right. Story number 1. Eye care center operators' customer data hacked. Mm-hmm. All right, so we always talk about medical hacks. And I love how everybody always responds to these hacks and information. It's just great. All right, so the U.S. unit of Italian-based eyewear maker and eye care company Luxottica, Luxottica, has reported a hack.
Luxottica?
Luxottica? Is that what it is?
Luxottica.
Luxottica, okay. That looks what...
Should I do another Hooked on Phonics joke?
No, we love that. All right. It had 8,290 individuals' information compromised. The Department of Health Human Sources said the HIPAA breach, that's a big word there, HIPAA is like the big thing, was shown to have happened in October 27th. In its breach notification statement, the company says it learned on August 5th that an unauthorized person accessed their web application and used it for appointment scheduling. So you know what? That guy was just helping business. He was deciding to go and schedule a bunch of appointments for people and just randomly said, hey, you need to come on in and get your eyes taken care of.
Yeah.
Well, that isn't exactly what happened. Now, all of a sudden, on August 28th, we have a preliminary conclusion that the attacker may have accessed and acquired the patient information. Officials say that they have enhanced their security controls.
So, wait. He got the information, and then he started calling patients and scheduling appointments for them?
He used for appointment scheduling.
He was a virtual assistant hacker?
So he's a virtual assistant. So he's like a virtual salesperson. So that guy should get like a raise. They should hire him. What if they came on in and people were like, oh, yeah, great. I come in here for my eye appointment. The doctor's like, no, I'm on vacation. I don't know what you're doing.
I don't know. Your virtual assistant called me. Oh,
that's right.
Okay.
So the ransomware attack. So we had on August 28th, we had they said that there's no problems to worry about. Now, on October 27th, the breach notification came in the wake of the ransomware attack on the company in September that shut down the production of their facilities in Italy and China.
I guess that guy was ticked off.
So he was mad that no one was coming in for their appointments.
Yeah.
Why are you canceling my appointments? Then later, so he shuts down all the production. So that means he actually had to know what he was doing because that's some pretty high-end code that you'd have to stop
Are these
a line.
linked?
Well... So all of a sudden on October 20th, there was also a report that said there was a long list that appeared for the eyewear giant that was also posted online. So they asked if they are related events. And of course, they said no, absolutely not.
No, absolutely not.
So security experts say it is possible that 2 security breaches happened. And if that's the case, they're in even worse trouble than if it was for 1. So they said that it was 2 breaches. And then they are like, oops, no, maybe it was just 1 breach. So, yes, they responded to the breach. If you ask them still today what they have done on the breach, they have no comment from their official company, even though that information's all been posted.
They're not saying...
They're not saying any of that's
normal stuff.
All right, so let's talk about Gmail.
Oh, let's talk about it.
Okay, Gmail, very, very interesting. We have Gmail smart features now are set to on, and you need to turn them off to avoid tracking. So I don't know why they would just automatically turn them on. Yes, I do. So they automatically turned them on. There's examples are Google uses data from Gmail, Chat, and Meet.You to make the entire Google experience more convenient and learn the suggestions for auto type and other items to make it better for you. Yes. However, some people don't want their data tracked and stored, period, no matter what convincing it has. While there are things to change Gmail's data collection behavior, we can talk about that in a second. The easiest way to do this is to opt out of Google's tracking thanks to 2 new Gmail settings rolling out these coming weeks. So the first setting is you have the option to disable Gmail's smart feature like Smart Compose, Smart Reply, and more. All you have to do, we're going to get a little bit geeky in here, all you have to do is go underneath the settings and disable the ability for all of these compartments. There's a slider bar, so you have to go into settings. If you turn off Gmail smart features and personalization options in the settings menu, then they will not be going through your inbox and reading and coming up with suggestions.
So Google's my Gmail to find out how I'm going to write another email.
So they absolutely, they absolutely. It came on default. So the thing is, though, if you don't have this personalization, you won't have the benefits of having Google Apps and Google Maps know where you are and what you might like. So if you're in a region and you bring up a map and try to find a restaurant, it may not know that you like Italian and not recommend Italian over the other restaurants that are available in that area. So, it's not going to give you that suggestion.
That's horrible.
So pull up Google Gmail and visit the Settings General to turn off the following options. Here's some information here that makes you go, Turn off the Smart Compose. There's our 5 minutes. We'll finish this and we'll move forward. Smart Composed Personalization. So you got Smart Composed 1, Smart Composed Personalization, the Nudges, and Smart Replies. Next, go to the Settings inbox and deselect all inbox categories and turn off important markers. If you do this and change, your Gmail data will be used and your accounts and information will no longer be accessible to Gmail.
But they're still collecting it, right?
Well, they still collect it, but they just won't be able to go through your automatic settings and take a look at what's in your mail. So that is like a little tidbit. We're trying to make the Protect Yourself Today a little bit smarter and not so depressing about hacking. So we're trying to come up with solutions to make you actually be able to take care of stuff.
Did you turn yours off?
I did turn mine off. Yeah, I have a Gmail account. So I would turn it off too. Absolutely would turn it off.
Okay.
This is not going to make any difference. Absolutely go on in and change Smart Compose Personalization, your Nudges and Smart Replies. Turn those to off on the slider setting that you just don't need it to be indexed, and your Gmail inbox will be safer for Gmail not going through and producing.
But you have to work harder.
Well, I don't know about that. With all the regulations that are coming on out, and we're going to be talking about some regulations.
That's so totally not our thing.
You are going to have to work more.
We hate working harder.
Yeah, now you're going to have to then take a look at the 3 restaurants that are available in your area when you bring up the Google Maps instead of the 1 recommendation that you should have. All right, well, that gets us through the story. As we go to break, we are going to be really excited to be coming on back and talking about Black Friday deals. I have literally probably 100 pieces of paper here. And we are going to go through. You
went a little overboard on that.
So I did, but I'm really excited about it because we're going to talk about some Black Friday deals. And since we only have 5 shows until Christmas, we have a special segment that we have a remote individual technology expert that will be coming onto our show today, and they will be talking on one of the top 5 items for this holiday season, and that's virtual reality sets. So he's got his expert opinions. He's going to take us through and be able to tell us which virtual reality set you should be purchasing right now before they disappear for the holiday season. So with that, we are going to go to a commercial break. I am Nathan Mumm. We got Mike Roday here, and welcome to TechTime Radio.
Hello, Seattle. How would you like to have immediate and easy access to your live EKG and heart rate data? Your data, right at your fingertips, brought to you by Vivomi's new Pulse wearable, and with no need to hook up wires and leads or be strapped to a machine at the doctor's office. Whether you are exercising at the gym, navigating the stressful demands of the workday, or relaxing at home, check your EKG as simply as opening an app. The Pulse, a different kind of wearable, and you can experience this difference by going to www.vivomi.com and ordering your device today.
Ace Hardware is a helpful place with prompt, friendly service and the brand names you know and trust, such as
Steel,
Scotts,
Miracle-Gro,
Toro,
DeWalt,
Milwaukee,
Yeti,
Traeger,
Weber,
Big Green Egg,
Clark and Kensington Paint,
Magnolia Paint by Joanna Gaines,
Benjamin Moore Paint,
Duracell Automotive Keys,
and many, many more.
When you visit Ace Hardware, you'll be greeted at the door and given the help you need.
So come visit us at Ace Hardware in Lake Stevens, Evergreen Way in Everett, and now Stanwood.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
I feel like we're forgetting something.
Let me check. Xfinity Home gives you peace of mind from anywhere with professionally monitored home security built around you.
No, I think we're good.
Good.
So when you're away, you don't have to worry.
The tent. We forgot the tent.
Except about that. Xfinity Home. Simple, easy, awesome.
Hey, look, I found the tent.
Get Xfinity Home with no term contract required. Call or click today.
Welcome back to Tech Time Radio. I'm your host, Nathan Mumm. We got Mike Roday and David behind the board there. We are exciting to be talking about some Black Friday deals. Now, let me
You are excited.
I'm excited. That's absolutely. We got what we're going to call our Black Friday deals. We're going to call just regular deals, and then there's some steals. And those steals mean that is like phenomenal pricing.
Okay.
All right. So everybody loves Black Friday, right? Does everybody love Black Friday where they had remember when back before COVID, we'd have people line up outside buildings like days early. They would pitch tents.
Yes.
And I did that once for the original Xbox when it came out. And me and my mom stayed at Target outside.
You weren't part of the whole Cabbage Patch frenzy back in the 80s?
No, I wasn't the Cabbage Patch frenzy. So I've done this once, but we're going to get into it because it's just as crazy as it would have been normally if COVID wasn't here and people were lining up at the stores as we go through some of these deals itself. But speaking of people lining up, what is going on with the toilet paper stuff? So this Sunday and Monday,
everybody's asking me about the toilet paper.
Are people asking about toilet paper? I want a psychology review on this because, listen, Sunday, all of a sudden, I don't know what happened Saturday night. People went to sleep and then they woke up Sunday morning.
They enacted all the things again. We had a lot of spiking in COVID cases. The government started enacting all the rules again. People started panicking.
Yeah.
And they started hoarding, which is normal.
So I don't get the whole, what's with the whole hoarding deal? If you were fine the day before, nothing's changed. COVID's still the same COVID that we had 3 weeks ago. Why are we going and we're hoarding and we're just, and it's like a frenzy. And then people aren't even social distancing in the lines.
I know, it's crazy.
They're like cramming in there. It's like a Disneyland opening of a brand new ride type of deal.
I went to Costco Monday morning and had to turn around because it was so packed. I'm like, oh my gosh. And everybody's coming out with toilet paper. Because when they're afraid, hoarding is a way. Think of it like this as an animal. You're getting ready for winter. You know you can't eat a lot, so you start hoarding. You start putting things away. Okay. We do that too. Now, why toilet paper?
Yeah, I don't get is toilet paper like it's the white god of everything.
So that seems like the weirdest thing ever, but it's really not. It's called zero risk bias. So it's something that we can do that fixes a problem that is easy to fix.
Okay.
Right? So, and why toilet paper? Just think about it for a moment. We actually design our lives around the bathroom.
Really?
Yeah.
I like to read in the bathroom.
Everybody gets up, they go to the bathroom, they do their morning routines in the bathroom. We spend a lot of time in the bathroom.
Okay.
And I think this is a cultural shift from as we get more technologically advanced, and this is just my opinion, but if you think about it, toilet paper is an easy fix.
Okay.
Right? It's non-perishable.
Okay. So we can have like two bayfuls.
You can have 50,000 of them, and they're never going to go bad unless they get wet.
Okay.
Right? Secondly, it looks big. You get these big 24 packs. You have this huge thing that might make you feel a little better.
Okay.
Right? And then it gives us a feeling of conquering something that's easy to conquer when we don't know what else is going on, because everything is so uncertain with this COVID stuff.
Yeah.
That we want to design some certainty in our life, and one of the ways we can do that is by going into the cabinet. I mean, how many times have you ever gone into a public restroom and there's no toilet paper and you get that sense of panic? Oh my God, what am I going to do?
Not really, no.
How about opening or going into your own bathroom and getting irritated because
that happens all the time. You know, me and my wife, I roll one way and she rolls the other way. You know, the toilet paper goes this way, and then I'm like, no, it goes the other way.
So toilet paper, interestingly enough, is a very big thing for our culture.
Okay.
And it's not a surprise to see people hoarding it.
So we're not really doing a Black Friday review. We're just doing a...
No.
So David, that was Mike's mesmerizing moment. So we can remove that from our show list.
That out. That's my mesmerizing moment.
All right, well, that's good.
It's about zero risk bias.
Zero risk bias. I'm going to have to do some more research on that. And you can always find out more about it on your podcast, right? You do your own personal... If you really want to get into the psychologies of stuff, you have the What Drives Me, is that right?
What Drives You, yeah.
What Drives You.
It's a show about why we do the things we do, and I will be talking about this again next week.
Next week, all right. So you can talk more about it. So if you want to have toilet paper hoarding part
of course, that depends on if my computer works, because I may have to take advantage of some Black Friday.
Well, we got some Black Friday deals.
Even though I'm not real keen on Black Friday.
So let me just tell you, Black Friday is a mess, and so we're going to actually get into this right now because we got tons of ads. And these ads are different for each vendor. These are different for each person that you're going to want to buy from. And let me just tell you, man, this is crazy. But there are some great deals that can be had. So we're going to go through just like 6 companies because I couldn't go through every single company there. We got some nice ones and twosies companies that we have here that are kind of Office Depot and some Best Storage SSD drives that we'll get to right at the very end of this segment. And then we, of course, have our virtual reality stuff. So we're going to start. First off, we'll talk about Dell. Dell Computers. Dell.com. You can go on there. Michael Dell took Dell back from being a public company to a private company. And he's got 2 deals going on. So if you want a computer, there's 2 deals.
All right, tell me.
So now, these deals, each of these comes with caveats. So you're going to have to go to Dell online, okay? And there is a Dell Inspiron 15-inch 3000 laptop for $179.
Wow.
$179. It is available only on, it's available right now. So you can actually purchase it anytime if you go to Dell.com. And it's $140 off, and it comes with tons of operating power, but what it doesn't come with is it doesn't come with the Windows 10 operating system. It comes with the short version of Windows 10 operating system. So you have to actually purchase the OS.
How much is the OS?
Well, if you're a previous Microsoft employee, you get OSs at a really good price. Not that I'm a previous Microsoft employee, but yes, I am. So this deal is available right now, $179. If you wait for how they started November 1st, and so it may be out of stock right now, and it will continuously refilling as the stock comes on in. It's part of their Black Friday deals. Now, the next item that we have here, though, is only going to be available, and it's a Thanksgiving meal special, so it's only available on November 26th. Okay, at 1 p.m.
At 1 p.m.
And I think it'd be
November
Central Time
26th.
because it'd be Austin, Texas time. And you are able to get a laptop that is available. It comes with a Intel Celeron process, 4 gigs of RAM, and 128 gig hard drive that's available for $399.
Is that the better deal?
That's the better deal. But the steal. So we're going to go through Dell. And they have a lot of other items that they have available too. But the steal deal that they have, which is only available at 11 a.m. on Black Friday. So again, all these have different, so you're going to have to replay. So this one is the
like
best
getting
deal.
Comic-Con tickets.
That's right. It's like, are you trying to get PAX tickets or anything?
Yeah.
We'll talk about how to buy an Xbox too, because they are very interesting also. But this is available as a doorbuster starting at 11 a.m. on Black Friday. It's an Intel Core i3 processor, 8 gigs of RAM, and a terabyte hard drive, and you can get the Dell XPS Tower for $399.
Is that the better deal?
That is the steal. There's deals, and that is the steal.
That is the steal. If I want a new computer, that's what I should be aiming for.
It does not come with a monitor. I don't know why they say it like 6 times in the ad.
Is it a desktop?
It's a desktop. It's a desktop.
Well, bummer.
Well, I don't know, for $399. A terabyte hard drive. You literally could part that bad boy out and probably make more money than what it is itself. So that is our Black Friday. Dell has tons of deals that are going on, but that was our steal and our deals from there. We're going to go to the next company here, Costco. You heard of Costco?
Yeah, don't buy toilet paper.
We don't buy toilet paper there. All right, so Costco doesn't really have any good Black Friday deals, just to be honest. I went through and I took.
Well, why would they? They're always about savings, right?
But they do have one.
Okay,
it's the HP X316 14-inch 2-in-1 Chromebook for $299, but it's only available November 30th at Costco.com.
That's not Black Friday.
So I know. So it's available November 30th. These are Black Friday deals. At Costco.com at midnight, Pacific Standard Time. So that means you have to be up November 29th, waiting to take care of it. And you also have to have a Costco membership to get the HP 316 14-inch 2-in-1 Chromebook. And it is not a steal of a deal. It's just a good deal.
It's just a nice deal.
And everything else that Samsung there's a Samsung Galaxy tablet that's a 10.4-inch for $179. It's $80 off. There's a Lenovo Flex 5 14-inch monitor, $100 off. So their deals for Black Friday are just kind of.
Yeah, I have a sense that they don't really care that much.
I don't think they really care. Now we get into Target. Oh my gosh, what a train wreck this is, Target. They got certain deals and deals that are going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
So you can buy the pre-Black Friday event. They have a whole ad that comes on out, but this is essentially the stores are closed Thanksgiving Day. That's the only thing I got out of all these ads is that they said it like 1,500 times that they're going to be closed. So I get that. All right. This is available November 22nd at midnight Eastern Standard Time. So that means like tonight.
Isn't that like today?
So it's tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
So you stay up till midnight tonight, and they're available through November 28th. And here's what they have for their deals. They have the Nintendo Switch, 3-month Nintendo Online, Mario Kart 8, and the Deluxe Edition for $299.
Hey, that's pretty good.
It's a very good deal.
That's a
so that is probably one of their best deals that are available, but they have a steal here also.
What's their steal?
Their steal goes down to the Samsung 65-inch televisions. Now, you can buy TVs all over everywhere, and I have an idea where I have cheap TV downstairs that watches television. It's kind of the main TV that I watch.
Mm-hmm.
Then I got a real high-end TV for my video games. So that is the high-end, and I spend $2-3 grand on that bad boy. So when I play my video games, I get all the frame rates that I need. It's nice and pretty. And then I have what I consider consumer throwaways. So anything under $500, $600, if it lasts 2 years, I'm happy. If it doesn't, then I throw it away and I get another one. So that's what I consider. This is a throwaway item.
Okay.
But I have a TV downstairs. It's a 70-inch right now. It's phenomenal, and it's worked great for a year plus. And so this is $479. It's a Samsung 65-inch, so not a 70-inch, but 65-inch, 4K, Ultra HD, HDR, normally priced at $799. You save an additional $50, and you get a $50 Target card. So really, it's $429 if you look at that price, because you're going to get a Target card back. It comes with Netflix.
Can you apply that Target card to the price of the TV?
You cannot. You have to use it for an additional purchase afterwards. But this is my steal. The Samsung name brand 65-inch, $479 with the functions, with the Run Remote function for Netflix, Hulu, YouTube, all the integrated apps available there. They also have, if you want to buy gift cards, if you buy an Apple gift card only during this time frame, so midnight tonight on until they run out. If you buy $100 in Apple iTunes cards, you get $20 gift card from Target, so that's $120 for that. And probably their best items that they have available is that they will be having video games from $14.99 to $39.99 for all the major players while supplies last. So that's a good cheap price.
Attractive.
So that's a cheap price. Now, next thing we're going to is Walmart. All right, Walmart is just as crazy as ever, and they have so many different deals that are going on here that I couldn't get. So we're going to go to TVs again. We have a Vizio 4K Ultra HD Smart TV that Walmart has, probably the steal of all TVs, 70-inch instead of the 65. And it is only available starting November 25th at midnight Eastern Standard Time. And it is available at $150 off, so it is $478. So a little bit more than the other one, but absolutely available. Now, if you're looking for a PlayStation and Xbox Series X, Walmart has those available November 25th at 6 p.m., 9 p.m. Eastern Time, where they go back up on sale.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to do this, you better have your credit card already in an account. You better have a Walmart account.
They'll take it right out of your cart.
Yeah, they'll take it right out of your cart. So you better be logged in. I just did this with my wife and me trying to get to grab one of these devices. And literally, it took my credit card and even charged me. And then they said, oh, we ran out. But if you're looking for that PS5 or Xbox, November 25th at 6 p.m., you can get on. And as long as you have your information already logged in and click refresh, you can get that deal taken care of also.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Was that those things?
They're
They're selling for like 3 times that price on eBay and other sites.
Yeah.
The other stuff that Walmart had is probably, if you're going to look at probably the best items Walmart has, but they got crazy stuff like November 25th, if you want an Xbox, Switch, or PS for EA Sports title, and I'm a big EA Sports guy. I love Madden football and everything else. They're going to be at $28. Normally $58 a pop, so you get $28. If you buy one of the Madden 21 versions for the Xbox series, you can get a free upgrade from EA Sports on that. So that was about the best deals that we had for that.
Did you take a look at Steam?
I did. Steam's got thousands of games on sale.
That's what I'm going to be looking at.
You're going to be looking at Steam?
Not that I have time to play video games much, but, you know.
All right, so I'm going to go. I got one more area I'm going to cover, and then I had more information. We got to go on to our virtual reality, and our guest is going to have to join us with that and talk about what's best for that. But I am looking for so Amazon Black Friday deals. Let me just tell you quick. If you want any Black Friday deals for Amazon, you can go anytime Amazon has it, and the only crap that they have on sale are their internal stuff. So if you want a Fire, if you want a stick from them, if you want an Echo Dot or a Kindle, any of their stuff that they make, they're on sale, and none of the other stuff is. But let's say I wanted to find a new Surface Pro, because I'm a big Surface Pro guy. Okay, Surface Pro version 7.
Okay,
the best deal available. I went and I looked at Best Buy. I looked at Microsoft. I looked at Walmart. I looked at Target. I looked at all these places. Microsoft is selling a Surface Pro 7 and a cover bundle starting at $599 for an i3, not an i5. Went through and took a look at all their stuff that's available. Microsoft Store really has no deals. Then I took a look at Best Buy. Unbelievable.
They have the deal.
They have the deal. So this is the steal of the deal. You want a brand new laptop, I would highly recommend a Surface laptop. Never had a real problem with a Surface Pro. The i7, i5 available. You can get it at Best Buy, available now. So they actually have stock in. You don't have to do any of these crazy games. We're waking up. And they have the Surface Pro 7 starting at $599. That's $360 off because it already comes with the cover case itself. So if you want a new laptop, you don't want one of these other crazy Black Friday deals, the laptop to get is the Surface Pro 7 for that price range at Best Buy for $599.
Oh.
So that is, and it's the 128, 8 gigs of RAM. That's probably the best deal that's available. But speaking of our 5 days to Christmas, or our 5 shows to Christmas.
5 shows to Christmas.
Yes, we are going to talk about the 5 best technologies. And right now we have an expert in all things virtual reality joining us from his remote location, and that would be Jonathan. Jonathan Mumm, thank you for joining TechTime Radio Live.
Hey, brother.
Greetings. Can you hear me just fine?
I can hear you just fine. You sound loud and clear. So virtual reality is the new hot item that people are talking about, right? And so I need an expert to tell me which virtual reality system should I be getting, what's available, do I need to buy it today or tomorrow before the items hit? Tell me a little bit about the best virtual reality items and a little bit about this.
Well, over the past few years, the different companies making the virtual reality headsets have had a lot of different options, but unlike a lot of the Black Friday deals that you were mentioning, it's a little easier this year because there's one VR headset that is the cheapest, the newest, and in stock. So you don't have to wake up at midnight to buy it. And that is the Oculus Quest 2.
Quest 2. Okay. All
yes.
right.
So the Oculus Quest 2 is Oculus's newest VR headset. Oculus is the company purchased by Facebook. They were one of the first.
That's your favorite company there, Mike. Facebook, he hates Facebook. But okay, keep on going.
And Mike, you need a Facebook account in order to use the Oculus Quest.
That's
so depending on how you feel about that.
I have one.
You have one. He has one. Okay.
I use it. I don't hate Facebook, but you know.
So what sets the Quest apart really is that the Quest 2 came out last month. Now, during the start of the pandemic, people were at home and bored. So a lot of the virtual reality headsets were in high demand. They were selling for more than their market price, and they were hard to find. But because the Quest 2 just came out last month, if you wanted to order it online and have it shipped to your house next day, you can get it right now. It's at $300. Their base model with 64 gigabytes is the cheapest VR headset that you can find new. And what also makes it unique is that traditionally these VR headsets have to be attached to something. So the original Oculus Rift, you'd plug it into your computer.
Yep.
The PlayStation VR, another big competitor, you plug it into your PlayStation. And you are attached with a cord. So if you're trying to move around or dodge bullets in your games, and you have essentially a tether connecting you that you could trip over, other people could trip over. But the Oculus Quest was unique in that it's self-contained. You don't have to attach it to anything. You don't stick your phone in it. It's all wireless and no cord.
Oh,
so you download the games directly to the Quest.
That must be Facebook tapping in on Jonathan there.
Maybe,
you hear that?
yeah.
You hear they're going. So, okay.
How does that stack up against all the other ones?
So there are still various competitors out there. If you wanted to go towards the video game console, you're going to be stuck with the PlayStation VR, which is supported on both the PS4 or the PS5 with an adapter available from Sony. Microsoft does not still have any virtual reality options, so you're stuck with PlayStation if you wanted to attach it to your video game console. But on the PC side, there are still the higher end competitors, such as the HTC Vive and the Valve Index. However, both of those headsets for the whole system are still going to cost you anywhere from about $800 to $1,200.
Wow. Okay. Now, I did hear with the Oculus, is there also an adapter so you can actually play with it on a computer itself too? Is that right?
That is correct. So the benefit of playing wirelessly you're not limited to that, as you just mentioned. You can buy the official Oculus Link cable to connect it directly to your computer to use it as if it was their traditional Oculus Rift virtual reality headset. And once you do that, you can use the Steam store to find a myriad of the virtual reality games and other content that the Steam store has, or other experiences on your PC to use your Oculus Quest 2 or 1 on the computer.
Okay. All right. So out of our top 5 things, virtual reality is absolutely going to be very important for the holiday season. There's in stock. So right now, if you want to get a VR system, and you know what? I haven't told my wife this yet.
You're getting one, aren't you?
Yeah. So hi, Tracy. So I just want to let you know.
You're so busted.
So we're going to get one of these too, because I'm just excited. It has like a Star Wars game and a bunch of other items that are available there. It's fantastic. So Jonathan, I want to thank you for joining us on our top first item for our top 5 items for the Christmas season. Is there anything else that we should know about the VR before you go that you want to put us over the limit to make sure we make that purchase for our buddies' Facebook?
Absolutely. One of the exciting apps, just as you were mentioning there with the Star Wars, a lot of people couldn't make it to Disneyland this year, but there is a Tales from Galaxy's Edge game that just came out for the Oculus platform, which emulates the entire Batuu that they created at Disneyland.
Oh, wow.
So if you didn't get a chance to visit it yet, you could visit Batuu through the Galaxy's Edge game that they have for the Oculus.
Oh, dude, that might be just worth it just for that.
Yeah.
That sounds really cool. All right. Okay.
Well, you can justify that later.
I can justify that. I'll just say that, you know what, we'll just do that as a TechTime Radio expense. That we'll just say that we're gonna test and do an interview there. So, all right, Jonathan, thank you very much for joining us, and we will have Jonathan hopefully drop in and out with more expert opinions, maybe with our top 5 list. I think we have another special guest next week, so that's going to be kind of cool technology that you can get. The Oculus Rift or Quest 2. That's right.
Oculus Quest 2.
Right, Jonathan?
Sure. Thanks for having me on the show.
Yep, thank you for joining us. All right. And with that, we got through our Black Friday deals.
Are you excited?
I am very excited. I'm having a good day today. Today's really fun. You know what we got coming up next? We're going to talk about Section 230. Do you know what 230 is? No. Well, you do because you read it. Because you read it. The notes, right? Yes.
I'm going to pretend like I don't.
Okay.
What is Section 230?
230 is not a Star Trek group or a special interest meme group. 230 is actually something that has to do with how the internet is formed. So we're going to take a break now, and when we come on back, we got that, and we got our whiskey tasting still, our thumbs up and thumbs down We'll take you out to commercial break. I'm Nathan Mumm on TechTime Radio.
Your business deserves the same expertise as that of a Fortune 500 company. If you need a CIO-level service, why hire a full-time staff member at $250,000 a year when you can get this on-demand service for fractions of the cost? As your CIO on demand, we'll give you the steps you need to take so as to minimize interruption to your business and profitability, and provide you and your business with training and education to prevent future attacks. To get an efficiency review for your business today, contact us at www.ee-services.com.
T-Mobile and Sprint have merged. Now that Sprint is a part of T-Mobile, we have more towers, more engineers, and more coverage than ever before. This is not just a bigger network, it's a better one. And now you can get an awesome network at an amazing price. Welcome to T-Mobile, America's largest 5G network.
I like this music. This is music. David, did you pick out this music yourself? Yeah, this is David music. I like this. All right, here we go. Well, what is Section 230 inside the legislation of social media? We're going to be talking about this. This is very interesting. So, following up with politicians in Washington, social media is a big topic. Our current president has already issued legislation to take Section 230 and maybe dissolve it. So let's talk about what Section 230 is so that we know what we're talking about. So President Donald Trump signed an executive order in May that targeted social media platforms with their content, aiming to remove Section 230 from the Communications Decency Act and repealing it.
Okay, what does that do? What does that do for us?
So let's talk about Section 230. The law protects speech over the internet, and it's been around for 20 years. So essentially what Section 230 allows you to do is it allows you to go into anywhere on the internet and make a comment that could be factual or non-factual, but allows you to post information that is a comment.
Yeah, it allows you to post whatever you want to post.
Whatever you want to post. So it was kind of in bulletin board services. You could go into a site and you may get yelled at by somebody, but it's essentially
your First Amendment rights, right?
It's your ability to have. So Google and Facebook would not exist today if it wasn't for Section 230. And 230 allows people to go on and use those services and not have to worry about what they say, not have any legal prosecution saying, hey, I hate blah, 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 and you're not going to be prosecuted because of that. And it also allows companies such as Twitter, Facebook, other entities, CNN News, not to be liable for the content that is posted.
So what was the thing in May? So he put in an executive order to repeal that, right?
That's correct.
To get rid of that so that you can't.
That's right.
Say whatever you want to say.
Because that is correct. Because he believes that there's cyberbullying that happens, which can happen, I guess.
Well, there's
true. Hate speech.
That's a big deal. Yeah.
Conspiracy theories, misinformation, and harassment.
Hey, we're done.
No, we're done. We got a minute 20. We know what it is. So, Section 230 that is being in the process of being repealed right now needs to make sure that is a thumbs down, because we want to keep the internet, whether you like it or not, open to have the comments of people without the companies being sued.
Right.
So if you have any politicians that know about what's going on, then we need to make sure you tell them that you want to keep Section 230. Now,
whiskey.
You're done with your whiskey. What's your? Oh, you're gonna give it a thumbs down.
I'm gonna thumb down it.
I'm gonna give a thumbs up to my whiskey. I actually like the 1776 that was in 17.
That weird aftertaste doesn't do it for me. I don't like the weird aftertaste.
Oh, I like it.
But that's just me.
Okay, well, I like it. So we got a split decision there.
50-50.
50-50. We have again, if you want any information of what we have, visit us at techtimeradio.com. You can sign up to win prizes and always keep up with our most up-to-date information. This is Nathan Mumm signing on out for the week November 21st through the 27th, episode 23. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for joining us on TechTime Radio. We hope that you had a chance to have that moment today in technology. The fun doesn't stop there. We recommend that you go to techtimeradio.com and join our fan list. for the most important aspect of staying connected and winning some really great monthly prizes. We also have a few other ways to stay connected, including subscribing to our podcast on any podcast service, from Apple to Google and everything in between. We're also on YouTube, so check us out on youtube.com/TechTime Radio, all one word. We hope you enjoyed the show as much as we did making it for you. From all of us at TechTime Radio, remember, Mumm's the word. Have a safe and fantastic week.